Hello, my name is Professor Peter Ball. I am the Director for Engagement at the University of York's Management School. I'm one of the judges on Make UK's competition this year, and my role here is to, I'll just give you some tips on how to make a good application. What is really important is have a spark, have something it typifies your organisation. It's something that you want to boast about, but it's something that Make UK want to boast about as well. And other people, if they could see your application, they could say, that is really, really good. I want to do that too. And it doesn't matter whether you're a small organisation or a large organisation. It's what is special for an organisation of your size. When you're putting the application together, top tip, don't write it alone. Make sure there's more than one person, possibly two, not by committee, but have a few people involved and get the passion there, but make sure you don't get bogged down in the detail and you see the bigger picture. And it's a company entry rather than an individual's entry. You might think, well, why do this? And well, it'd be special if you won. But I think this is a really good exercise in you looking inwardly into your organisation, because it is a really good reflection on what some organisations have been up to. And one thing I wish, and I don't know whether it ever happens, but I wish people would share their applications with other people within their company, because they are really great stories that we come across. It's quite a privilege to be judging on it, to hear these stories. So I do hope, whether you win, whether you don't, but I do hope that other people in your organisation can see what you've put together, because these are great stories that we get to look at. Thank you very much, and I wish you well.
Hello, my name is Ian Slaughter. I work for the Moore Tool Company based out of Bridgeport, Connecticut in the USA, and we manufacture precision grinding equipment. This year, I will be representing the panel as Chair of Judges. What would be my top tips for you whilst writing this application? The main thing is to enjoy it. This is your application, and it's your opportunity to tell the judges, to tell us what you've been doing throughout your career. The key for me is to never assume that the judges understand your business or organisation. If you're describing a project, tell us from start to finish what the project was about, what you hope to achieve, and then tell us how you achieved it step by step. We as judges want to see that progression, and we would also like to hear if you've had any gains. So that might be production gains, it could be monetary gains, so savings to the business. Tell us about it. This is your opportunity to tell us exactly what you've been doing, what you've learned. And I think the other thing to tell us about is if you receive praise. So throughout your apprenticeship, whether it be academic or practical work that you've been undertaking, projects, tell us about any praise. Don't be afraid to put those comments in, whether it be lecturers, it could be managers, it could just be a colleague working next to you. The more you tell us, the more we can gauge that journey that you've travelled on.
I would say my top tip is to talk about something you're really passionate about and find a lot of interest in your current role. Something that you're particularly good at and you have a lot of information for, that really comes across very well, and it makes it so that you're unique and you have your voice in it, where you're talking about something not only technical in your role, but something that you found so interesting that your enthusiasm pops out because of it.
What will make your entry stand out? For me, it's all about the journey. We want to understand your abilities at the start of your apprenticeship, the journey you've undertaken, and the abilities you now have, what you've learned, the skills, the knowledge, and also tell us how you're going to put that into practice. That is the best way for a judge to understand how well you've progressed throughout your apprenticeship. Are there any common mistakes? The key for me is to make sure that this is your own work. Don't copy from a colleague. Don't take an application form from previous applicants from years gone by, because we as judges, we have been doing this for many years, and we have read and understand all of the applicants, and this needs to be your work, because if it's not your own work and it comes across as so, then we cannot judge you fairly or properly. The final thing I would like to say is this is a chance for you to sell yourselves and showcase the work that you have been doing throughout your apprenticeship, but most of all, please enjoy the experience.